What is up, everybody? I'm your host, Michael Der Vlogs, and welcome back to another episode of Band-Aids. So today we are in a different location. We're in my room, for this episode, and yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen this on some of the other videos before, so that is that. So, we're going to start off this video with a topic that has nothing to do with anything that's related to marching band. But if we're talking about marching bands usually go to football games, so I guess that's somewhat related. So basically, we're talking about the draft news, okay? It is draft week for the NFL. Some of you guys know, a lot of you guys should know by now, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Been a fan, as I said in the last Band-Aids video, for as long as I can remember. And there are so there's four quarterbacks in the first round that could possibly be in the first round, and there's four quarterbacks that are definitely going to be in the first round. That's Joe Burrow, Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert, and Jordan Love. Okay. The quarterbacks who could slide down into the second round are Jalen Hurts, Jacob Eason, and Jake Fromm. And the Steelers have the 49th pick in the second round. So what I'm saying is the Steelers could pick one of those people, and I suggest that they pick a quarterback, or they draft a quarterback in this year's draft on Thursday or Friday or Saturday, because with Ben Roethlisberger being 38 and with Ben Roethlisberger being 38, I don't see how long. I don't see him playing for very long anymore. I mean, he's got, maybe I'd give him 2 more years. So I think the Steelers should most likely take a quarterback in the draft, and if they don't, then they probably won't have a pick like that in a while. So it's probably better for them to take a quarterback now than sometime later, and it would be a lot better that way if they take a quarterback. But if they don't take a quarterback in the other rounds, I see them taking a couple defensive tackles. So that's a defensive lineman. For you guys who don't watch football, that's a lineman on the side that doesn't have the ball. So yeah, I can see them taking a defensive tackle, a safety, maybe a tight end, but they have Zach Gentry, and Vance McDonald. I think they should be good with that. And with their newly acquired tight end Eric Ebron from the Indianapolis Colts, and the Detroit Lions. So I don't know, but it was a very risky time to talk about the football, because you kind of can't see any of the players to actually interview them in person, or else the NFL offseason would be going a lot more quicker, and we'd get a lot more answers quicker. I'm sorry I spent the first 4 minutes talking about football. So in the description, I'm going to put a time where, never mind. So basically, what this podcast is going to be, it's going to be talking about different bands, when there's different news. We're going to be talking about political stuff and football stuff on the solo Band-Aids podcast. Now that I was mentioned protests that happened in the news yesterday. Protests happened all around, mainly in Michigan yesterday. Protests today. There was one that happened in Arizona. And there's one that happened in Harrisburg. And the one that happened in Harrisburg was which is the capital of Pennsylvania, which is the state that I live in. the one that happened in Harrisburg, people were saying, "Oh, well, they just want their money back, and they just want money from the government, and they want to get back into the swing of things." Okay, and the reason why people haven't been getting their money, their $600 in employment check and their stimulus check, is because Donald Trump. Well, not I wouldn't say it's his fault, but the government, the federal government, has ran out of money to print. Well, that they can't they've ran out of money, so they have to print trillions of more dollars to go around to the whole United States, the whole 50 states. So the people who got their money are pretty lucky. Okay, so we've been here at my house for several weeks, maybe about a month, without any cash whatsoever. So we're kind of really struggling here, and everything. And there's stuff that I want, there's stuff that I need that hasn't been gotten because we don't have any money to get it. And Amazon's literally the only shopping place that you can go get something. So, and the one in Arizona is just because there's not so many cases in Arizona anymore. So they kind of want the state of Nevada to open up again. And anybody who wants any state at this rate to open up again is really stupid, because I saw a lot of people on Snapchat saying the coronavirus cases are dropping like that. That might have been at that one time, but with people protesting now, I don't think that the cases are going to drop whatsoever at all. So yeah. This is just I don't know why, but I don't really understand. I don't understand why people can't just stay inside and follow the rules. Like, I know people want to get out. I know people are getting really crazy about all this, but it's just for at least a month or so. Like, there are people who don't have a car and stay inside regularly. Okay, they have no problem with it. But then there are the people who can't stay inside at all just because they got the jitters. Oh, they got to go out and socialize. I'm very social myself. I socialize a ton. Okay, and for me, it was hard starting out. To staying inside. But when there's people in your community that are affected by the virus, you'll understand it most likely. You'll understand it. So, last thing I wanted to talk about is something that actually relates to marching band. The band camp nostalgia. Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. So, I'm in a Facebook group chat called Marching Band Memes. Okay, and we post marching band memes, and we just talk about our experiences as a marching band. We share pictures of our instrument, and we do all that stuff. And there's like hundreds of people in this group chat and in this group on Facebook that I don't know. Like, people don't know each other. We're just a whole community of people in marching bands that talk to each other about certain things, certain marching band topics and everything like that. And the one person on there had asked, what was your favorite memory from the summer band camp in the 2019 marching band season? And you guys know Gavin. He's been in a lot of my videos. So I'm not even going to ask if you guys know him, because you guys probably know him. So Gavin, I remember it was one of the first days of band camp, and we just got done with the pre-band camp. We just got done with the 9 a.m. to 12 in the afternoon. That was 3 hours, and we were going to the regular one. And we Gavin went, and Gavin he was setting up his tuba. And if you guys know marching tubas, most of them the bell can come off of it. So you got the actual the valves and everything, and the thing that it's like a hoop, and it comes over you like this. So it's on it's like a ring is around you. So there's like a ring, and then there's the tubes and everything, and then you have the stuff, your valves and everything. So basically, what Gavin did was he took the screws out of the bell and it came off, and it looked like the Sorting Hat from Harry Potter, and he put it on his head, and he literally looked like the Sorting Hat from Harry Potter. That was really funny. So yeah, Bandcamp nostalgia. If the coronavirus doesn't let up soon, I don't know what Bandcamp is going to look like. Like I get the fact that people have to be prepared and figure out what they're doing before they can reopen the country and everything, and that's fine to me. But just hurry it up a little bit for the band kids, okay? Because band kids will be very upset without any band season or anything. And yeah, Zoom calls are going pretty good for our band and everything. We're having a lot of fun in them. They're usually 45 minutes to an hour long. There's drum major interviews. That's all I gotta say about the drum major interviews. Yeah. I think we're gonna have a pretty good band season. It's gonna be pretty exciting. I'm not. I couldn't say I'm looking forward to tons of things because it's only my second year, and it's still gonna seem somewhat new to me. Like, I don't know. This my first band season, which was uh we signed up in 7th grade, and we joined. We're 7th and 8th grade. We were started in 7th grade, and we were in it to 8th grade. Um, that was very new to me. And I was very irresponsible with my uniform. Every time we'd come back, it was late night, and every time we'd come back from a late football game, it would be I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. Well, no. Why would it be 1 or 2 in the morning? No, it would be either 11 or 12. It would be at night. It would be 11 at night or 12 in the morning. We'd come back from a football game if it was really far away, and everybody was so tired, and the people, most people, put away their stuff and everything and made sure everything was in there. But most of the time, I gotta admit this, I was very careless about my uniform, and I just threw it kind of in my bag, in our garment bags and in our lockers and everything. And that's a $3,000 uniform. People can't. I If it's a $3,000 uniform, I don't know how you could be so careless about it. But the marching band uniform was a victim to my carelessness. So that was not good on my part. And there were times also where it was after a football game, and as I said, sometimes we'd come home late, and these are the times when we'd come home a little bit earlier. I remember one time we came home earlier, and I decided to go out with a couple seniors and a couple juniors that I'm friends with in the marching band, and we went out to go eat dinner. Yeah, I ended up using all of the concession money that I didn't have, or that I didn't spend at the places that we went to go eat. So that was a fun time, and I can't wait for that. I just want Bandcamp back. Screw everything else. I want Bandcamp now. That. That's just been my thought process, but yeah. It's I don't know, it's something good to get yourself into, and I feel like marching band, you look at marching band, okay? That's a great activity, and it makes you very responsible. I came out of marching band this year. I was saying before the camera cut out, I came out of band camp just way more responsible and everything. But anyway, the same thing happened. If we came back around 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock at night, we'd still go out to dinner and just party way after that. So yeah, this has been Band-Aids, the solo podcast for the day. But thank you all for watching, and subscribe if you want. Don't if you don't want to. That's that. I'll see you guys all in another Band-Aids podcast. This was an early one. I just decided to get it recorded early because I had some free time. So yeah, bye bye, peace.